8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take camera 2. Open mics. Cue talent.
Good call.
Ready, camera 1. Take camera 1. Ready, camera 2.
They're coming back. Christian Watford, Cody Zeller. A lot of services have Indiana ranked #1 preseason next year. One way or the other, Big Ten title contender, Final Four contender. Exciting time at Indiana.
Absolutely. It was really big news finding out that Cody and Christian were going to be coming back. That definitely places them, you know, if you want to throw it out there, in Final Four caliber next year. As we talked about earlier, Indiana will be playing, I think, with the biggest target on their back this, you know, in this era ever. Cody and Christian coming back just means that they've got a lot more depth. They finally have, you know, they're not losing 2 true bigs, which is huge considering you have the movement coming in, but guys with no college time yet. This is just, you know, this is great news. This is probably going to be the biggest news of any Big Ten team, I think, going into next season. And really, this, you know, there's nothing better than seeing this team the way that they are now, and I'm really happy that both of them are staying.
Though we share the desk together, we're 2 different generations of IU basketball fans. This feels like the basketball program I grew up with. 7 Indiana All-Stars, 2 Mr. Basketballs, a couple of McDonald's All-Americans, preseason top 5. What does it feel like to you as someone who came here from out of state as a student to be leaving when your alma mater's back on top?
I'm a little disappointed because I'm leaving legitimately like the worst possible time, considering this team is going to be, you know, they've talked about the preseason #1 rankings, whether preseason mean anything to you or not, that's, you know, it is what it is. But just hearing the titles coming in, the players that are coming back, and all the awards that are being thrown out there for this recruiting class, it makes me a little jealous. I wish I was here next year. I mean, obviously I'll still be a fan, still be able to watch it, but the kids that are coming in now, when I came in, the team was at the lowest of the low. They were rebuilding a 6-25 season my freshman year. The fact that, you know, this year they were able to do so much more than anybody ever thought, the whole year ahead of schedule thing, put it perfectly. I just wish I was going to be here next year to see what this campus feels like when this team, you know, is regularly beating Kentucky, is, you know, regularly beating #1, 2, and 5 in the same season.
Spring football game took place this past weekend. The weather didn't help Indiana out as they actually played the game in 2 different venues outside. Then the Thunder came. They went inside. It was kind of a cool atmosphere, but you had a chance to do a piece on what was going on before the game.
Yeah, I caught up with a few people in marketing, and they were talking about pancakes and pigskin, as well as the skills camp that was put on for some of the younger kids. It just shows how much athletic director Fred Glass really, you know, takes pride in rebuilding this football program, along with head coach Kevin Wilson. The fact that they're trying to get more than 300 fans to come out to the spring game. I think they had upwards of a few thousand early on. The goal was about 5,000 people after I talked to Mark Deal about that earlier in the afternoon. But, you know, this team, they had a lot of fun. It was great that they were having all these events to, like, get the fans pumped up. And fans were there really to see what progress was made in the offseason with the group of guys that Coach Wilson was able to retain.
Ready to
all right,
take
let's
2.
Go inside the lines and check it out with the Indiana football program.
Ready to take black.
Kill audio.
Kill audio. Take black.
There you go. Good. Excellent.
Stop
Grant,
tape.
those were good calls.
Thanks,
Really good calls. Do that again.